We're on a mission to wake up, right? We're on a mission to remember the truth of who we are and bring all of our brothers along with us. The course, if you're doing a Course in Miracles, you're on a mission. You're on a mission. It's said, teachers of God are needed now more than ever before. We all have, and there's places in the Course, all through the Course, towards the back into the chapters, by the way, 25, 26, right around in there, a couple of the workbook lessons, but mainly in those areas, talking about your special function. The Holy Spirit says you have a special function. You know, in God's plan for salvation, it's one that only you can fill. And while you leave your plan empty, it just waits for your return, just like the woolly bear caterpillar. He's like 14 years, keeps doing the same thing. He doesn't go, oh, this is fruitless, I'm not going to do this anymore. Keeps going. And then finally, with his trust in hand, he is directed and he achieves his goal. And we have to remember that's the truth. Why? Because of what we started out with. Where God is, there you are. Nothing can change knowing into unknowing. That's your reality because God has deemed it so. Where God is, that's where you are. So we need to keep remembering that. We don't believe that. And it is a practice. That's why you have 365 lessons to remind us to ask. We just can't do it on our own. You, on your own, what does this whole thing say? It says, of yourself you can do nothing. And to trust in that nothingness leaves you nothing. So when Jeffrey was learning, our son was learning the multiplication tables, remember them? For some reason, the zero timetables were so hard. He would go, one times 4 is 4, 1 times 5 is 5. 0 times 4, he'd go, I'd say it's 0. It's just nothing's there. He just had trouble. I said, so we would joke about this. I said, anytime you see something times 0, it's going to negate it. It's nothing. And so I would say to him, well, let me give you a hard one. 5,759,827,042 times 0. He couldn't remember my number. I couldn't remember my number. He'd go, it's 0. I said, yeah, it's 0. So all of the problems of the world, all of your despair and hate, and times it times 0, because that's how much value it has in the mind of God. Nothing.